The WNBA finals weren't just a disappointment on the court, they turned into a public relations nightmare. The Las Vegas A's worked into the series expecting to showcase dominance, but instead fans saw something nobody expected: Ajo Wilson's frustration boiling over into a meltdown, and instead of blaming the team's performance or the league's failures, she pointed her finger in a shocking direction at Catholic Clegg and a massive fan base. But here's the thing: the real story behind this collapse is not just about empty seats and cheap ticket. It is about jealousy, shifting power in the WNBA, and a storm that could redefine the entire league. On paper, this final matchup should have been a highlight of the season. The defending champion Las Vegas A's squaring off against the Phoenix Mercury. Instead, what unfolded looked more like a preseason scrimmage. Half-empty arenas, whole section of blue seat left unscored, and the kicker, fans could get in for the price of a burger and fries. We are not talking about the resale ticket on promotions. We are talking about face value final ticket selling for $6, $25, $90 for court side. To put that in perspective, I've seen minor league hockey game cost more, and yet this was supposed to be the crown jewel of the WNBA season for league that spent months bragging about record rating and historic growth. The empty stand said something very different. After game 2, that is when the spotlight shifted from the card to Ajo Wilson's post-game reaction. Multiple outlets noted that she looked very visible frustrated, shaking her head, throwing subtle shade in interviews, and clearly fed up with how the finals were being portrayed. But here is where things got explosive. Wilson did not just vest about attendance. She reportedly pointed to Catholic Clegg and the fan base as the reason behind the collapse in energy. According to chatter around the league, Wilson believes the narrative has shifted so heavily towards Clegg that the rest of the league, even its most decorated stars, can't compete for attention. And whether she said it upright or implied it with her frustration, the message was clear: without Clegg, nobody cares. That is not just a big dig at the league. That is a direct challenge to the story fans have been watching all season. And let's be honest, Wilson is not wrong about one thing: the Clegg effect is real, and it is massive. When Clegg played this season, arena sold out. Tickets for Indiana Fever games went for 5 to 10 times more than final seats. Crowd-side ticket during our hot strike without hitting $2,000 a seat. Fans laid up hours before tip-off. The energy was electric, but when Cracks wasn't in the picture, the Bulls died instantly. No headlines, no scrap with outside arenas, just empty seats and silence. The league can spin all the record viewership it wants, but when the finals can't even sell out the lower bowl, the truth is obvious. Fans turn in for Catholic Clegg, not the WNBA. And what exactly why Wilson meltdown? It's so hard because as much as she might recede it, the numbers did not lie. One Wilson frustration leaked out. France wasted no time. Talking side, social media light up brutal commentary. Screenshot of ticket maps went viral, showing entire section wide open. Memes compared final sticky truth, vending machine snacks. One fan even joked Clegg's neck shirts cost more than the finals. Clegg fan base, which has become one of the most passionate in sport, clapped back immediately. They argue that this is what happens when the league does not protect its star, when refs swallow the whistles, and when jealous veterans take cheap shots. They saw Wilson's frustration not as leadership but as bitterness. On the other side, some loyal artist fans defended her. They said she's carrying the league's success on her back, and it is unfair that Clegg gets all the attention. But the online conversation was clear. The finals had become less about basketball and more about who truly runs the WNBA, Wilson or Clegg. This is where the league's leadership comes into play. While fans were mocking $6 tickets, WNBA Commissioner Katie Engelbert was still giving interviews about historic growth and some strong momentum. The contract could not have been worse. The league's biggest event of the year looked like a clearance sale, while its top executive kept spinning a cooperative victory lap. This wasn't just bad optics for Engelbert, it was catastrophic. Sponsors noticed empty seats Network notice low energy, and players notice when fans simply don't care unless Clark is on the court. The finals were supposed to cement the WNBA as the next big thing. Instead, they highlighted just how fragile the hype really is. For Wilson, the fallout is personal. She's a two-time MVP, a final MVP, a cornerstone of the league for years, and yet when she plays on the biggest stage, the stand are empty. That thing, and it explained the meltdown. But here is the problem. Pointing at Clark only fuels the narrative that she's jealous. Instead of looking like the face of the league, Wilson now looks like she's chasing Clark's shadow. And when fans see her frustration play out publicly, it's only adding the divide. Is Wilson still the league superstar, or has Clark already taken that crown before her rookie season even ended? That is the uncomfortable question Wilson can't escape. And the timing could not be worse. The players' union is gearing up for the collective bargaining negotiations, demanding higher salaries, more benefits, and bigger revenue shares. But how do you demand pay raises when your final tickets sell for less than parking at an NFL game? Owners are salivating at the collapse. They will use the final attendance as proof the league is not ready for higher pay. Meanwhile, Kathleen Clark's role only get bigger. She's the one name that most tickets, sells merch, and draw viewership, but the spotlight comes with risk. The more veteran like Wilson voice their frustration, the more Clark gets painted as the league-wide villain, the outsider who stole attention, and this sets the stage for rivalry the WNBA may not want but desperately need. The truth is simple. Aja Wilson Meltdown wasn't just about one final game, it was a window into league art, a crossroad. On one side, veterans like Wilson, who have carried the WNBA for years but struggled to capture mainstream attention. On the other, Catholic Clark, a rookie whose presence alone transformed ticket sales, headlines, and fan energy. Wilson's frustration may be justified, but it also exposed the WNBA's depressed insecurity without Clark. The league still struggles to matter, so now the question is not just about who wins the final, it is about the future. Is Aja Wilson unfairly portrayed as jealous, or is she simply saying out loud what everyone already knows, that the WNBA lives and dies with Kathleen Clark? Because if this final proves anything, it is that the storm around Clark is only just beginning. Say your thoughts in the comment section about the question, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more insightful stories.